and welcome back to all of you joining us for this one. It's been a close game, and we're in for a fight to the finish as we pick things up in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Completed to his running back. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Give him 38 on that one. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Nix to throw again. And once complete, it's Brian outright. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
They'll run here. It's Harvey. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Another for Harvey. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
Broncos 17, Chiefs 13.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Kansas
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Give him a couple on that carry. Second down coming up.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Aimed downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a gain of 22. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
First down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. From the gun, it's Hunt. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They get 2 on the play, and now they've got first and goal.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First and goal, Kansas City.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Trying to find his tight end. And now they're left with third and goal. He'll throw it. And it's incomplete on third and goal. The close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone.
And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a fourth-quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3.
Broncos 17.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
For Kansas City.
On the return, here's Mims. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Broncos, the running back R.J. Harvey. They're ready for their next drive. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos down by only 3. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
Here he is to throw. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
It's Harvey straight ahead. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and...
Back to throw. This is Ingram working the left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Throwing now. Ingram's got another one. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. We have a timeout called by the... Goes. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. He'll look to throw it. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second and goal.
Incomplete. Leads to second and goal.
Oh my son! Kill!
On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain. It's stopped down at the 3. Denver calls the second of its 3. timeouts.
A gain of 7
Big play
yards.
coming up here as
It's
everyone
now
gets set for 3rd and goal. He gets it again. He's not going to make it. Made a little progress, but they stall him at the 2. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. This could be the snap that decides this game. It's 4th and goal.
Hold on, set. Kill. Ready. 1-8.
Fullback trying to power across. And they stop him. No time. No first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Not even the big guy could go get it done on the power play there. Nothing short of Refrigerator Perry carrying the rock was going to muscle through for the first one against that front.
Here's Hunt up the middle. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Bronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew,
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Tonight, a Sunday night blockbuster, part of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. It's the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders on Sunday Night Primetime. On the Denver sideline, you get a look at their head coach, hoping his guys took full advantage of the late season off week in the schedule, trying to heal up now for the stretch run. On the other side, Commanders head coach Dan Quinn. His team also on the bye last week, so both teams should come in here with fresh legs and ready to go. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
You think back to the weeks leading up to the bye, Mike, and this team really was struggling. They were having a hard time finding success. They had lost multiple games in a row. So the ability to just take a step back, do a little self-scout, do a little self-accountability check, and just get a break. Get away, regroup. They said they had a great week of practice. It kind of rejuvenated the locker room, and we're going to find out here shortly whether it worked.
That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
That's good for a Commander's first down.
On first down, Daniels. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
On play action, Daniels. Now pass deep from McLaurin. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll be third down.
Here we go, set. 60 by.
To the air again is Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Commander's first down.
First and 10 at
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket. And when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
There he goes again. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the first down.
Washington, first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up.
And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Riley Moss from the secondary flies in to record the sack. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Brings up third down and 17.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll try to run for it. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
First down.
They'll motion over Sammy.
At the 13-yard line.
Play action. Here's Daniels. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 10 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
A 6-yard loss.
That's the linebacker, Alex Singleton. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to fourth down. Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Groupie's kick is good. And the Commanders are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
On the return, here's Isaiah Pacheco. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and, Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
I think if you asked every player around the league, going into the bye week, it is critical that you come in off of a win. It just makes the coaches in better moods. It makes everybody in the building in a better mood. And certainly it makes your time away from the team a little bit easier. So they've had a long week thinking back to their loss the week before. And hopefully they were able to address a lot of those issues. And they certainly want a different result today.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Okay, break. Here we go, here we go. Bronco.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. That's the Pro Bowler from a year ago, Nick Bonito, getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. That's caught once again by Ingram. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Second down, Nix. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Harvey. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now an injury timeout, and it looks like it's Stephon Diggs who's having an issue. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And the run down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up. Dobbins is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Broncos move out to a 7-3 lead.
Commanders 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Daniel's going to keep this himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Brandon.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
14 yards.
They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he will score! R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. The Broncos extend their advantage to 14-3.
Commanders 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. There's Dan Quinn as his Commanders head back onto the field. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here's Daniels. Swung out to Krosky Merritt. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
13 yards on the play. And a Commander's 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That is going to be fourth TD grab of the season.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And as we play here in November, still time to build the candidacy, but certainly he is among the favorites to be named NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year at season's end. Off the play fake, here's Nix. There's a throw right side taken by Bryant. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Second and a yard at the 37-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Taken down by Bobby
They're
Wagner.
down and 3.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now third down and 3.
Throwing is Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down. A gain of 9 yards.
To throw is Nix. This one complete to Bryant. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's to the left side in the hands of Bryant. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
Brings up third and 1.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. Oh, a loose football. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
On play action, Daniels. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. The motion man here is McClure. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Washington.
For a Commanders first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Throwing is Daniels. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Broncos are out to a 21-10 lead.
Commanders 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. This game here tonight, a rematch of Super Bowl 22 back in 1988. You think about the 80s, that was the John Madden broadcaster sweet spot, if you will. Remember how much he loved the Hogs? John really gave offensive linemen a personality, a face. Loved those guys. And it came through in the broadcast, and it helped their celebrity status as well. And over the years, you watched broadcasters highlight offensive linemen. John Madden was the one who really got that started. So it's only appropriate on this John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend at EA Sports that we celebrate the big guys. Remember the Hogs, and remember the legendary John Madden. He takes off. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
7-yard gain. And the Washington first down.
They'll throw with Daniels. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively.
Incomplete.
It's second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Get it.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jalen Lane.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Here's Tress Way now as he's on to punt for the second time. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Back to throw is Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
22 yards. And the Broncos first down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Broncos first down.
A first down throw for Nix. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That'll be complete for Dobbins. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff Going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Bombers. Away.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Headed left, buying time. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal.
At the 10-yard line.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Broncos going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Hope you all had a very happy Turkey Day indeed as we wrap up John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. Let's roll. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Chargers at home to take on the Raiders in the AFC West. And it's the rookie, Omarion Hampton. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers. They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And it's last year's most valuable player, Josh Allen. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Bills are absolutely red hot. They've now won 7 in a row as they get the job done in this one. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And this is Jacoby Myers. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. It's going to wind up as a 53-yard touchdown. The Jaguars able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. They win it in the final moments. Here are the rest of the scores from a busy Week 13. All 32 teams in action over the course of this Thanksgiving weekend. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Play action now. It's Nix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. 3rd down, they need 5.
Coverage by Mikey Samberskill.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That's swung out to Harvey. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
That's good for a Broncos first down. A gain of 9 yards.
Now it's Dobbins finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards.
22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Denver first down.
A gain of 22
Big
yards.
hole up the middle. The interior of this
First down,
offensive
Denver.
line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
A run with Dobbins. Has some room inside the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 20.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Captain.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one over the middle and caught by Bryant. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. What's his kick? Is good. And the Broncos will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
Commanders 10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There's Dan Quinn as his Commanders head back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The motion man here is McLaurin. Start the drive with Krosky Merritt. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
brought down.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Shut up.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll let one go down the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
McLaurin open on the left side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
29-yard line.
Check. Check.
Now Daniels. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
17. Here we go. Here we go. 45. Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Samuel. 12 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
He'll look to throw. He'll step up and run.
A gain of 6.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Through the air, connecting with Debo. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the pickup.
Let's go now.
And 2.
Up the middle, Husky Merritt, and he'll get into the end zone. Ja'Cory Krusky Merritt, touchdown Commanders.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Commanders are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Broncos 27, Commanders 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
He'll give it to Dobbins. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing. Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
19 yards.
They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Denver first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Kill, kill. Hold on a second. Ready? Ready?
Try the right side this time. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At their 48-yard line.
To throw is Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35.
17 yards.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Kill.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll get this ahead for about 3. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's into the hands of Diggs. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
12 yards.
2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Broncos 1st down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Diggs on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Work in the middle, that's Harvey. And he'll take this one in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Commanders 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Returning is Igbenogany. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. What a weekend it's been already in the NFL. 3 games on Thanksgiving, the Black Friday game in Philadelphia, all part of the league saluting the legendary John Madden. This is now known for the entire week for us at EA Sports with great pride as the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. What a great time to honor a great man, his legacy in football. John gave so much of himself. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on 1st down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but When you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
Okay, ready? Set!
On second down, it's Daniel. This one not quite on target. Let him too much, and that one falls incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it's going to bring up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Panther 60, Panthers ready.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's into the hands of the lane. He's got it. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They convert style there. Big play on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, movement, movement, movement.
Here we go, here we go.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 37-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
They'll motion over Samuel. To the air again is Daniels. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Roll, roll, roll. Ready.
Throwing again, Daniel. Short one there, he's got Ertz. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
That's good for a Commander's first down.
They'll motion over Samuel.
At the 26-yard line.
Daniel gonna throw again. He gets this one to Samuel. It's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19.
On the ground, here's McNichol. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
That's another Washington Commanders first down.
They'll go again with McNichol. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
On the tackle. A pickup of 2.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. That is caught by the tight end, Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Washington. His 4th TD grab of the season. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Krupe able to add the extra point. And the Commanders are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Commanders 24.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First down, Broncos.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's complete to Diggs. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And the Broncos are looking at a 1st and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Dominant. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
This one caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Bo Nix, touchdown Broncos. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, I wasn't so certain about leaving the offense out there, but they did, and it paid off with a touchdown.
And I love it, Mike. I think we're starting to see this more and more often in today's NFL. Take advantage of field position. Put the trust in your offense. It's exactly what their head coach does here, and certainly pays off.
Lutz for the extra point. He's got it, and the Broncos are going to extend their lead.
Broncos 41, Commanders 24.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Returning is Igbenogany. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Commanders' offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Get it!
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. As caught, that's Lane. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Washington.
And he'll spike it here and stop it with 45 seconds to go.
Here we go, Scott.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Now the spike comes with 28 seconds to go.
Ready?
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And time runs out there. He just airmails it towards the bench. Incomplete. You can sense a little frustration there. It brings up 3rd down. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. From back at the 5. Here now 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll throw with Daniels. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from just outside our nation's capital.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys holding their own, 6-2 over their last 8. His counterpart on the Raiders sideline, Pete Carroll. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They hand off to their big tight end. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When you look at this Bronco defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Roll, roll, roll!
On third down, they're going to go with the option. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up fourth.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And running with power here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
On play action, here's Nix. And open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Nix to the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Nix to throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Denver.
To throw, here's Nix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Jones. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That's Drew Sanders who got in there and dropped it.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 12-yard line.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing Jones. They'll get this out to Genty. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Third down and 13.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Harvey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Harvey. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 20 carries, 91 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the option right, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. If you look at this Bronco defense, they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
4-yard line.
Check, Panther. Let's get that touch.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Carlson able to put this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. Nick's going to give to Harvey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Harvey. Pretty move. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Now it's Nix. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on. That one as they keep the drive rolling. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Broncos at 9-3 here on the year. Well, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, when we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Almost set. Ready. Ready.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Once more with Harvey. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 1 yard.
Had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing Nix. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3, and leaves him with 4th and 1. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll try to run for it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. The give is to McLaughlin. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. McLaughlin. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going. It's Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score. Broncos 7.
That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A run out of the gun with Genty. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Broncos.
Here's McLaughlin. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Roberts there on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Raiders' 30.
To throw is Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Wants to try to end the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No gain on the play. Brings up
so halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. The calendar now reads December. The holiday season is upon us, and the playoff picture starting to take shape. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. At M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, the Ravens at home to take on the Steelers in a physical matchup in the AFC North. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Jonathan Taylor. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. It's a 48-yard touchdown. The Colts run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Sam Darnold. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Seahawks continue their winning ways. They move to 9-4 with the victory here. One last look now at the Week 14 scoreboard, the final week with byes. Carolina, New England, the Giants, and San Francisco all off this week. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
To kick off for the Broncos.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And able to get this out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Lockett the man in motion. Jones back, a couple of fakes as he'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Lockett the man in motion. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
10 more yards. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. A short throw, and that's held in by Mayer. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line.
15 yards.
15 yards there on the catch and run.
Raiders first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On first down, it's Genty. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Slot man moves right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Alex Singleton able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
A good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Denver. Offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Richie Grant in on the tackle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a... cursor of a big second half.
Carry from the offense. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Broncos first down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. So a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on third down, Nix. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Denver.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. A give to Pacheco off the option. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
First down. First and goal, Denver.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Nice move at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And the Raider first down.
Once again, it's Genty. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a second and 10. Off play action. Jones. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 43. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Now a toss left side. Genty. 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Las Vegas first down.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. Genty. will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for two.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for two. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nix will check this one down to Pacheco. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Bombers. Away. Chill.
Looking to throw. Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowers. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Second and 1 at the 16-yard line.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Let's go.
Thornton, the motion man right. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair.
The two-point conversion is successful. That makes the score Raiders 23, Broncos 20.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
Escaping a tackler at the 25. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Look at this, a tight end carry.
Like any team, they would have loved to have more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Broncos.
Kill.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Pass intended for Isaiah Pacheco. Incomplete.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll try to do it himself. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
A gain of 15. And the Broncos.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
At the 21-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
13-yard line.
Captain. Bombers.
Back to throw. Nick's going to, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Bombers.
To throw, here's Nix. His throw caught right around the 6.
Nix's pass complete to Lucas Cole.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Las Vegas, they're very